Hi. So, um, I've also been alerted that some people think that I know the end before everybody else. And it's crazy because whenever I was younger, I used to read like a bunch of fiction books. I was a much more avid fiction reader. Currently, it's mostly like it's so odd to say because I was never into self-help books, but now I kind of am, and like spiritual books, um, just things to help ease the tension within, the anger, the anxiety, all that shit. And read those, and then just other books, usually having to do with the spiritual or theological backing. Um, I've been sort of getting back into fiction with the Warhammer 40K shit. This stuff is so cool. I'm so glad I got brought on to that because it's pretty cool. There's a lot of parallels to different stories that I've read before, so it's interesting. But anyway, when I was reading it back in the day, so much of the fiction, I would often read the last page, right? Or last couple pages to see if I actually really wanted to read the book, right? Excuse me. Excuse me. Again. But so I would read a little bit in the front, and then I'd be like, okay, let me read the back, right, and see if this is really what I'm trying to be a part of. So like whenever I heard that little thing about me from other people about, oh, it just seems like you know what the end is before everybody else in life, and I was like, oh. That reminds me of whenever I used to actually do that. But you know why fight something or try to fight something that's inevitable? You know? Like, I don't know. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's not worth the fight in life. I'm just saying, like, why not cruise through existence? Why is that not the, like, staple belief, right? Of just, like, enjoying your time, just being alive without, like, being a piece of shit,